Hi everybody, Chef Sue and Chef Steve here at Campus House. Today we're going to make for you hummus, and Chef Steve is going to show you how to use hummus in a wrap and in a couple other different ways. It's a great idea, a great basic ingredient. You see it everywhere, so get ready and we're going to have a great time today.
Remember that we're following the proper rules of sanitation now, especially. We always do, but when you're handling raw food that's going straight to the customer, you got to wear your gloves. Also, we have our sanitizing solution. We use a stearamine tablet in a gallon of water. You can also use 1 capful of bleach in hot water, in a gallon of hot water, and that makes a sanitizing solution that you can do at home anytime. So Chef Sue's gonna make the hummus, and I will rejoin you to put together a wrap and some pinwheels.
Okay, so everybody knows that, or most people know, that hummus has become very popular. It's really gone global. And you go to the store now and you see hummus from chickpeas, black beans, red beans, cannellini beans, anything you can imagine. You can do a combination of beans. But today, I'm just going to show you a basic hummus. So hummus is also very inexpensive to make. The most expensive item from the hummus is the tahini paste. And the tahini paste, which is sesame seeds, you don't have to put it in if you have a nut allergy, or you could also use peanut butter if you wanted to. So let's get started. As we always talk about mise en place, so I want to make sure I have all my ingredients together and my utensils. So I have my chickpeas, and in the food processor, I'm going to add 1 15-ounce can of drained and rinsed chickpeas. Now I am reserving the liquid because these chickpeas can be a little bit dry. So if I need to add a little more liquid, I'm going to take the liquid from the chickpeas, which they call aquafaba, and that will help to loosen up the hummus should I need to do that. So I've got my chickpeas in here. I have 1 minced garlic clove. I have fresh lemon juice, and I squeeze the lemon juice. I use 1 lemon. I also have salt, so I'm adding a teaspoon of salt. I'm adding a teaspoon of pepper. And then I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of my tahini. And again, tahini paste is made from sesame seeds, and I'm going to add 3 tablespoons. And you can see how nice and creamy it is, similar to a natural peanut butter or almond butter. And the thing about hummus is that you can be really creative. You could make red pepper hummus. You could do a roasted tomato hummus, roasted red tomato hummus. Or, as I do also have here, I've got cumin, and I love smoked paprika, so you could add that too. So I've got my chickpeas, my tahini, my salt, pepper, garlic, and lemon juice. And now I'm going to put my lid on for the processor, and I'm going to process them until they start to get a little bit smushed. Now, I'm going to add my extra virgin olive oil slowly in here, and I've got 3 tablespoons of the extra virgin olive oil. And you can hear, and remember, we cook by using all of our senses. We use touch, we use taste, smell, and sight. Now I can see from here that my hummus is a little bit thick. So I'm going to show you using this spoon here. Okay, it is a little bit too thick. So I'm going to add a little bit of that aquafaba, which is the chickpea liquid, and I'm adding just a little bit to thin it out. That looks good there. Maybe a touch more. just to thin it out and make it spreadable and great as a dip. So now I've turned it off, and now comes the fun part. I'm going to taste it. So, let's see how it tastes. Tastes good. Now, I like smoked paprika, so I'm going to add a little smoked paprika. Or I could just use regular paprika. I'm going to also add a little bit of cumin here, just to give it a little bit of a kick. And again, what part of the fun of cooking is adding different ingredients to make it your own. So we go, and just going to puree that up a little more. Okay, I'm stopping. Now, take it off. I have my spatula, and I'm going to just stir it around here, and I'm going to put it into my bowl, right like this. I've got a nice creamy hummus with great flavor. Now, you see how simple that is? It's simple and it's inexpensive. And it's a great way to get protein. It's a great dip if you're looking for ways in which to have a little bit of a snack. There we go. Put this back on, and there we go. There is our hummus. Now Chef Steve is going to show you how to make a wrap that you could use using hummus instead of mayo. Great ideas from Campus House. Chef Steve, we're all set.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
So we got our hummus in the bowl.
Hummus is in the bowl. Here we are.
So we've got whole wheat, char grilled tortilla wraps. We'll make sure to put the char grill mark on the outside. I'm going to do 3 of them today, use them in different ways. The hummus, you want to make sure to put the hummus down and spread it evenly throughout. Because just like with any kind of sandwich, you want the ingredients to be all the way out to the edge so you get a taste of all the flavors throughout the dish. Go right out to the edge. And we're going to put cucumber, tomato, spinach. So the char grilling not only adds flavor, it adds a look. Chef mentioned the sight, the smell, the texture, the flavors. Those are all factors in good food, what makes it good.
I could eat that just like that. Just wrap that up as a quick breakfast snack, Chef Steve, too, right?
Yeah. Oh,
that would be great.
Wraps are great for breakfast, for sandwiches, even. Hors d'oeuvres. I'm going to make one of these into an hors d'oeuvre. So we'll line this with the tomato. Of course, I've got my gloves because this is going straight to the customer. I wouldn't want to use my bare hands.
Those tomatoes look really good.
They are
fresh.
Bright red
Yeah.
and juicy as they should be.
And if they wanted to add chicken, they could add chicken to this as well. But this is a great vegetarian sandwich and snack.
Fresh spinach. I have de-stemmed it a little. This is baby spinach, so the stem is just fine to eat. But as food service professionals, we want to make the food as welcoming and nice for the customer as possible. So I gotta remember all my ingredients for all 3. Tomato, cucumber. So remember color, texture, flavor, sight. All right, now the trick is to be sure that I haven't overloaded these so that I can get them closed up nicely. So just like sushi in the nori or whatever you're wrapping, you get the sides in. You want to make sure to contain all the ingredients well.
Looks great. And then the seam side down.
Right, so that it holds closed when you're handling it for the next steps. Get the ends in, just as you would with a burrito or sushi.
And there's all different types of wraps. We use the whole wheat wrap, but there's spinach wraps, there's the jalapeno wraps. Again, just have fun with it. That's the whole thing with food. Food doesn't have to be expensive in order to be fun. It can be inexpensive, and we can make it nice and creative. Wow, those are
Now,
good.
for this sandwich, I'm going to cut it in half on a diagonal. On the bias, we'll slant it.
I'm hungry.
You want to present it so the insides are visible. So this will be toward the customer. And then we thought we could make a little salad with this one.
Sorry.
So we'll put some, this would be our side.
I mean, what a great lunch this is. And look, it doesn't take any time at all to do it.
Cucumbers. Grabbed a couple of olives. If there's anything you especially like, you put that on your salad.
Some red onion if you wanted.
So
That
color,
looks delicious.
color, texture, flavor. Little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil.
Wow, that looks great.
And there's lunch. Now, as we mentioned earlier, we have this idea for showing you the versatility and the options you have. You can do a grain bowl with hummus. You could do a Greek platter. You could make a pita sandwich. And this could be an hors d'oeuvre. I could frill pick these.
And also if you have, like a few people, if you want a little bit of a snack, this is great for 2 or 3 people to have just a little snack before dinner, or like Chef Steve said.
So you can set them up to be easy to handle with the picks.
That's great.
Could also lay them flat so that you can see the inside.
How great is that?
Isn't that attractive?
That's beautiful. How nice and colorful that is.
Flavor, color, texture, even the char grilling, it not only adds a look, but it adds flavor.
And we're looking for so many different ideas on how to make things very simply, and also to make it, cost effective. We're all looking for those kinds of ways, and hummus and wraps are a great way in which to do that, right?
Balanced meal. Balanced meal. You got all the parts you should have. And this one is meatless. I think off the top of my head, it's actually vegan.
I think it is too.
Without intending that.
Right.
Isn't it wonderful? It's like the food they have at places like Core Life and Fresh Foods.
And I'm hungry, so I'm eating.
Cheers.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.